All right. Good morning, everyone. How are we? We good? All right. Thank you, Carol. Appreciate that. It's great to see all of you here in the room, and it's great to have everyone on the stream. This is our first in-person Brand Disruption Summit since the pandemic, and we are very excited to have all of you here today. We are looking forward to some very smart conversations and provocations over the next 2 days. Now, I'm going to spare you the long preamble about how we're coming out of the most disruptive time in recent history and how inherently that ties into the essence of this conference. When we were developing the program for this event, two things became obviously apparent. One, looking backwards doesn't do anything for us. And two, we're not coming out of a disruptive time. We're still very much in the thick of it. That's why we've themed this year's events Navigating the Now. Between inflation, never-ending supply chain issues, the rapid emergence of new Web3-fueled platforms, ongoing signal loss due to the privacy regulations and the deprecation of third-party identifiers, and the complete upending of traditional workplace and talent dynamics, it's clear that now is an incredibly challenging time to lead a company or a team, regardless of where you sit in the media and marketing ecosystem. But we are not here to admire the problems. Over the next 2 days, our goal is to surface big ideas, showcase innovative solutions, and provide real-world examples of how brand, team, and company leaders are charting a path for growth amidst these challenging issues. Our goal is to provide actionable insights. We call it news you can use and apply it to your business. Perhaps nowhere in this industry is it more apparent than in the privacy and compliance arena that we all need clear guidance and actionable insights as we head into 2023. Staring down the barrel of 5 state privacy laws and many more in the pipeline, the privacy landscape has never been more complex. Rest assured, we will provide you insights at BDS that will help you navigate these challenging waters. As always, our program will feature commerce and consumer experts, founders, brand leaders, and technologists sharing how they're making simplicity out of complexity and structuring themselves for growth. Unique times call for unique points of view. We often say that this is not just a marketing conference. Now, I, of course, mean no disrespect to marketing and conferences that are about them. We're quite fond of both. However, when talking about the brand economy and capabilities for sustained growth, we must also address capabilities in the build your own or stack your own supply chain. White label manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, retail experience, private market funding, M&A, cultural touchpoints, and generational shifts. That's why we will also be focusing on featuring professors, neuroscientists, and analysts who will dig deep into the overall brand economy, provide insight into larger trends, and help distinguish those from transitory developments. All of this is to say, we've got a big day ahead of us. Before we welcome our first keynote interview, 3 important call-outs. First, you've received an agenda handout when you checked in that lists session times, titles, and speakers. We have chosen to give this at-a-glance version because we're conscious of the waste associated with the printing of these big, thick, detailed show guides. That said, many of you will want to know additional information about things like session descriptions or speaker bios. So there's a QR code on that piece of paper that you got this morning for a detailed agenda. We hope this gives everyone what they need to have a successful and useful conference, while also reducing the waste that is associated with it. This is but a small step, I know, and we'll be sure to look for more ways to reduce our carbon footprint in the weeks and months to come. Second, the exchange of ideas doesn't just happen here on stage. From its inception, this event is meant to be a gathering place for digitally native disruptor brands, established brands, and every stakeholder in the supply chain. We want to come together, learn from one another, network, and get business done. We should ask questions, make new connections. It's why we're all here. And that goes for you that are watching on the live stream too. Please use the chat feature for both networking as well as discussion and debate. Finally, as always, I want to thank our sponsors who make this whole thing possible. A huge thank you to Platinum sponsors Disney Advertising and Meta. And a huge thank you could clap, for all the sponsors that are here today.